On Two Wheels this week, Wayne spends some time at the seaside as he braves the weather along with hundreds of scooter riders on their annual rally. And Claire meets some more bikers who cover many thousands of miles as part of their job. But first, Jeff drives what looks like a car. But then again, some things aren't always quite what they seem.
Now, two wheels are better, we know that, but there are some days when four wheels comes in very handy, like when you get in the weekly shopping, or perhaps you've got to get a bit of timber. But what about if you're one of the 170,000 bikers who've only got a bike licence? Or what about if you just don't want to face all the hassle of getting your car licence? Well, you could have one of these. This is a quadricycle. Now, it might look like a car, but it's not, at least not as we know it. Yes, it looks like a car, but not as we know it, because this is the French-made XAM 500, and yes, you really can drive it on a B1 full motorcycle licence, honest. There's thousands of them now bombing around France and Spain, and now they're over here, ready to keep you warm and dry. Of course, being a diesel, you do get a bit of background noise. You can probably hear it here chuntering away. But its performance is amazing for such a small little engine. It'll really pull away dead smart. We just left a couple of cars behind there at the lights. No trouble at all. And handling-wise as well, very, very light on the steering. As we just spin it round here. Altogether, it's quite an impressive little car. Powered by a 500cc twin-cylinder Kubota diesel engine with variable belt drive automatic transmission. It might only produce 20 brake horse, which is about the same as a CB250 Honda, but it's enough to transport 4 people and do 70 miles to the gallon. Out on the road, the independent suspension and disc brakes up front mean handling and braking are well up to the job. And talking of gold wings, its wheelbase is only 200mm longer, that's about 8 inches, than a wing, so parking is dead easy. But what about performance? Not really synonymous with this little motor, but it'll cruise at 50 while you listen to the radio or play a few tapes. An automatic transmission takes the hassle out of town driving. This one's even got electric windows and central locking. So, how come this is a quadricycle and not a car? It's simply because it weighs under 400 kilos, which is only 25 kilos more than a Goldwing, would you believe? And the motor only produces 20 brake horsepower, so that's it. That's the definition. As simple as that. And how come it's so light, you're wondering? Well, underneath there, it's an all aluminium chassis. And this bodywork, ABS plastic, all impregnated, this colour goes all the way through, so if you scratch it, no problem with that. That's bonded to this aluminium chassis. Very flexible, as you can see, including the roof all the way around, so it's knock-proof as well. And how do you like those smart aluminium wheels? And inside, these seats could fool you for thinking that you're in a little luxury motor, even with adjustable headrests. Prices start at $6,300 and go up to $7,009 for this, the SL version. Alright, it's not a bike, but this is an alternative for bikers.
Markham. We've come to Markham. What have we come to Markham for, you might ask yourself? Well, we've come to a gathering of scooter riders. We're at the beautiful Bay of Markham. We've got the amusements on my right here. We've got the ships out there doing a bit of fishing. Some lovely rockery here. I wouldn't mind having a trials bike to have a play on this. But it's the scooter lads we've come to see, because every year and since well into the 70s, the scooter lads have come to Markham to gather. Thousands of them, literally thousands of them. They have a right good crack, I can tell you. They come on a Friday and they disappear on the Sunday afternoon, having a chat with the mates that they met the year before and the year before that. They're quite a spirited bunch, I can tell you. Some smashing people we've met, had some good chats with them and seen some beautiful scooters from all different shapes and sizes. So there's a lot to be seen here at Markham on a winter's weekend. And to be honest with you, some quite tasty birds as well. All right, Twinkle, you all right? Lovely that, thank you very much. Thanks, Sam. So what's up with you? You can't come on a weekend away to Markham on your holidays without getting a sugar dummy. I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine, Eric, who we've known from the past. He's talked about scooters before, and you're setting up a museum, aren't you, Eric?
I am.
Yeah, is that near the place in Wigan?
Yeah,
near the pier there?
Yeah, it's just round the corner from here.
What's occurring there? What's going to happen then?
Well, basically, I've been collecting, and I've been into scooters all my life, like, so I've been collecting them, and I've got some rare machines, I don't mind saying, and we've started shoving them in now. And
you're going to show them off and let everyone else see them?
Free of charge, you can just come.
But you're a bit of a museum piece yourself, and I mean that in the nicest possible way, because you've been coming to Markham Rally now for nearly as long as it's been going on, haven't you?
I think I must be one of, the oldest ones what's been going. Me and the wife's been going since about '76, from when it really kicked back off, like the scooter scene.
Yeah.
And we've never missed one since then, like.
Yeah. And how many people were going in them days then?
Well, it's hard to, the last thing on your mind was counting people, because we had other things to do. But I would say then, I mean, you might think I'm lying, I would reckon there's like anything from 7,000 to 12,000 people.
Crikey. Do you think it'll ever get like that?
No, I think we're a bit of a dying breed myself now. They talk about young blood. There is young blood getting into it, but mainly they're going on to the Rev and Goes and that. But there is somewhat still buying, second-hand Lambrettas. That doesn't help because they don't make them now,
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll ever get back to what it were, but I don't think it'll ever die out.
No, but even though there's not as many people there, it's not lost the atmosphere, has it? I mean, there's still a lot going on, isn't there?
There's still a lot of characters in scootering, and the atmosphere has never changed with the Northern Soul, and the ska music, and plus, the scooters, everybody still talks about their scooter. It's still their pride and joy.
Yeah, and they are passionate about it. But the Markham Rally's not singled out. I mean, that happens to be one of many, isn't it? I mean, there's all sorts going on, and there's all sorts arranged for the future, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I mean, over the calendar year, there's loads of rallies. I mean, personally, I'm over the moon with one of the rallies what's coming up the next year, which is. If I don't mind saying it, it's a Lambretta Club Rally of Great Britain, and it's actually the Euro Rally 2000. Now that's actually in Witton Castle in County Durham.
Yeah. And you can get me a Lambretta to go on.
I'll lend you this little baby here.
What is this anyway we're lent against it?
This is an SX200.
It's very shiny. It's, you've had a play at this. You've been painting and
we've painted this and done it, and it's yours for that weekend if you want it. No problem.
Hey, you might have a date there, Eric. Naturally, I'd rather talk to a couple of young ladies than talk to the fellas at these rallies. So listen, Kirsty Sharon, tell me a little about this rally. What brings you to Markham?
The beer.
The beer, right. I know it's a short and sweet answer. Well, I thought the idea was the scoots. I thought the scoots were the exciting things.
Well, yeah, that's part of it, but...
The beer?
The beer.
It's a good social event.
Yeah.
Gets everyone together.
Is that an indirect way of saying you like the fellas that come to these events?
Yeah.
Some do. Not
So,
with my husband.
Oh, is your husband, are you with your husband today?
Yes.
All right, we'll not talk to you then. No, so, how long have you been coming?
The early teens, about 85, 86.
Oh, you're giving it away now, early teens and all that long time ago. You surprise me, you do
Not
surprise
wicked,
me.
or do I?
No, not at all. The thing about scoots then, do we ride scoots?
Yeah.
Right, go on, tell us what you've got.
Vespers. Got 3 Vespers, 1 T5, 1 150 Super, and I've got a PK as well.
It's a bit greedy this, isn't it? 3.
We did have 4, but we've only got 3 now.
This is between you and your hubby?
Yeah.
And does he ride 1?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not
daily.
just your passion. Oh, daily?
Yeah, you
For
go to
work and everything?
Yeah, it's Vespa T5.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good advert for them then, isn't it? Because people out there, no bikers and that lot, just assume that they're not reliable, these things, and it's not the case, is it? They're all right, aren't they? But do you have a passion for bikes as well, or not?
I like the big bikes.
Yeah.
With all the fairing on them.
Yeah.
Big meaty one.
You want to use this interview as an advert, don't you? Because you want a fella with a big bike, don't you?
Big throbbing motorbike.
I'm glad you refer to it as a motorbike, this big throbbing thing.
Of course.
Yes, of course, yeah. Do you have a scooter then?
I do.
And what
A
is that?
Lambretta.
Do you?
LI125.
Is the Lambretta the thing to have, or is that a dangerous place
It's
to
a
go?
personal choice.
Is it?
Yes.
But you...
If you want to get far, some would say Vespa.
Oh, is that right?
But if you want style, I
Someone-
must say it's Lambretta.
Oh, it's a style thing. Hey, there's a bit of rivalry going on here between this Vespa and Lambretta. Like. Right, you justified your scene and your scoots, and you reckon they're ultra reliable. You tell us then what you think about
Well,
yours.
she's going on about Vespas.
Right,
Go-
yeah.
If you want to go far, go on a Vespa. I've done countless thousands of miles this year on my 1963
I'll vouch for
Lambretta.
that.
What about this latest modern style, the Rev and Go, the plastics?
Yeah.
Do we alienate them? Do we not allow this or not?
No,
They're all welcome, aren't they?
yeah.
Everybody's welcome, but really, you know, that you don't turn them as scooters then.
I don't
Personal
personally.
choice.
Personally.
But you won't fight. You won't start a war over it and fight a
no,
battle over
no.
it. But that's another scene, isn't it?
It won't be like Brighton, like the rockers and the scooters.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Right, but nonetheless, you believe in the originals, and that's your scene. But there is room for everybody. Because I've seen motorbikes here.
Yeah.
There's been motorbikes here. Definitely, I've seen them around. So everybody mixes together. Because your brother Harry, he's into his big bikes, isn't he?
He is,
So
yeah.
I mean, everybody, you know, there's a mix. But Lambrettas and Vespas rule. Is that right?
Personally.
Personally, all right then. Personally, Lambrettas and Vespas rule. I'll just go and see if Miss Suzuki's running. Won't be a minute. Yes, I've got it. Paul's giving me a road test again, as you can see. No, I'm actually telling porkies. Truth is, we're still here at Markham at this scooter rally. Yeah, and it's freezing outside, so I've come indoors to get a bit warm and have a play on a motorbike. Oh, masterful. Oh, shit. Lovely fresh haddock chips and peas. I wonder if our cameraman's hungry. Are you hungry, Ty? Have you got any money on you? Well, I'll let you know what the fresh haddock's like. Bye. Weekend spent in Markham. Bit of a hangover, I must admit. Met some great lads, some lovely scooters, but must fly now. Now, is it A road or motorway? Not too sure. Come on, walk on. Here, get on there. I feel alright, pillock here. Here, get.
Well, with me is our very, very, very nice man here from AA Roadwatch, Paul. What exactly does your job entail?
Well, basically, I just ride around and spot the traffic, and all the information that I collect goes off to the local radio stations.
So you're obviously nipping in and out of traffic all
Well,
the time.
yeah, this the bike helps with that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just as I said before, go about, find all the various different traffic hotspots, in and out the traffic. Very good round the city centre.
Yeah, a nice, reliable, comfy Pan-Europano.
Well, yes, you need when you're on a bike 7.5, 8 hours a day. You need a big comfy bike.
You need a big comfy seat.
Yes.
A bit of comfort. Heated handlebars, I'm sure.
Oh,
It's
yes,
a bit
heated
parky out there
grips.
this morning, isn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely. And of course, something like this is going to do like so many miles, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this
What's
one's
the
got
mileage on the clock?
over 100,000 miles on it, so
Whoa.
I think reliability is not a question with the Pan-European at all.
Absolutely. So when will you be thinking of changing this then?
Probably about 140, 150,000 miles. So.
Now, one of the things I have to say, I noticed when I saw you kind of in the distance, it's predominantly white here, obviously with a bit of lime green splashed on the side. You must be mistaken for a policeman.
That has happened on occasions, but not too often. So.
Yeah, I bet the passing of the way then everyone starts
well, that's
slowing
quite a good
down.
trick when you get at the back of a traffic queue and you can see all the drivers, they're all looking in the sort of wing mirror thinking, oh, it's a policeman, so they all pull over for you, which is quite good.
I expected you to be yellow. What's going on with this lime green here?
Well, this is AA Road Watch, our colours,
right.
Even though we're part of the AA, our colours are green and white, so.
Right. Now, obviously you're in traffic and you're on your bike every single day.
Yeah.
What are the roads like round here, and how do the motorists treat you?
The motorists treat you very well, actually.
It's probably because they think you're a policeman.
It's with the bike being liveried the way it is, you are actually seen as being an authority figure, so and that's quite good. So you have a good sort of relationship, as it were, with car drivers. You don't get cut up too much. And
yeah. What do you think they could do to? You were saying something about Leeds before, and we chatted earlier about the road system there being quite biker friendly.
Well, yeah, in Leeds they have double occupancy lanes for cars with more than one passenger, obviously, and at the moment they're allowing bikes to use them, so that's quite good for the sort of environment. Get more people on bikes, less congestion on the roads.
Yeah, you said like a true biker. You've obviously been doing this quite a while. How did you get a job like this then?
I just applied for it. I've been around bikes for the best part of 20 years, so this came up and I thought that's the job for me.
Absolutely. I take it you enjoy it then?
Oh yes.
A big grin across your face and a lovely little bit of rosy cheeks there.
Best job in the world. I mean, I get paid for doing the thing that most people pay for, so I can't say fairer than that.
So Paul, do you get to take this home at weekends?
Yes, I do, but there's no personal use on it.
And there's not?
No.
That's the official line, is it?
That's the official line.
What bikes have you got at home?
I've got a TRX 850 and a Hornet at home, which are quite fun to go out on.
So you've got a bit of everything really, haven't you?
I do my best, yeah. 40,000 miles a year on my work bike, and then I go out on a Sunday.
It's a nice company vehicle to have, isn't it?
Yeah, really? It's better than a company car.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you're not the only AA guy to be using a bike like this, are you?
No, there are 4 mechanics around the Manchester area, all on bikes. So that helps with getting things moving a little bit, and they can get through traffic and to get to broken down motorists.
Absolutely. I believe one of them's got an extra very special in front of his name.
Yes,
an AA Patrolman of the Year or something, isn't
Yes,
he?
that's Bob Morrissey. He won that last year, which has been quite a good thing for the bike side, because it brings us to the fore of sort of the AA's publicity. So
absolutely. Well, you're a very, very good advert and a very, very nice man. Cheers, Paul.
Thank you very much.
If you conjure up an image of AA Patrolman of the Year, you probably think of a nice bloke in a little yellow van. Not so, because our AA Patrolman of the Year is Bob Morrissey, and he's a biker. Hiya, Bob.
Hello there.
Hi. Well, obviously, a bike can do the job just as well as a car, if not better.
Absolutely, that's right. Yeah, we have a beautiful machine here. As you can see, it's the Honda ST1100, the Pan-European.
Yep.
And it's been purpose-built by Honda to accommodate all the patrol's needs and to carry all the patrol's equipment.
Absolutely. Well, talking of equipment, you've certainly got a lot to carry, haven't you?
That's right.
The pannier. What have you got in the panniers here?
Okay, this pannier here, what we have is, inside there, we have a mobile 12-volt portable power pack. And that can boost out the smallest of motorcycles up to the largest of light commercials.
Right.
You know, it will start diesels, petrols, any vehicle we need. We also have compressors for the tyre inflations, multimeters for doing engine diagnostics with, and many other little gadgets for exhaust, repairing exhaust pipes and fixing burst pipes. Everything you can think that's going to go wrong with a car at the side of the road, we have built into these panniers on this motorcycle.
I'm sorry, but how on earth do you fit it inside that?
I think the best thing is I can just give you a quick show, yeah?
Absolutely. You pass me that.
Okay. Your panniers are specially built. They've got brackets inside there that they're strengthened as well to take all this extra weight. And as you can see there, it's all very neatly put together. Yeah. I think the patroller's got to be a very tidy guy to ride the bike as well to make sure, but the lid here is split as well, and inside there, as you can see, we have the lights, all the little gadgets of wires. Another thing a patrol carries is what we call best practice tools. It's tools we specifically make ourselves to fix those cars and bikes that little bit much more quickly.
Right.
And it's just like making up a special fuse or something to diagnose a particular fault.
Right, you've obviously got an awful lot of equipment on this bike. Is there anything that, you know, you can't carry that a car could carry? Maybe.
I think the main thing is just the ability of a jack.
A jack, yeah.
A trolley jack. But saying that, you know, the way the bikes and the vehicles, the A vehicles are deployed now, they're deployed to breakdowns that they can specifically deal with.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it's a wheel change, then most of our members carry their jacks with the car, so it's just a straightforward job on there, and that's not a problem for us to do.
So, Bob, how do you actually hear about breakdowns and indeed where to go?
Okay, the breakdowns come down to us through what we call a mobile data terminal, which is situated on the back side of the bike here.
Right.
As you see there, it's
so it all comes through there?
Very compact piece of equipment. Yeah, it comes down through there, and there's no need for us to have headsets in the helmets and notebooks anymore to write down the jobs. The job comes through on a printout there. I accept the job. When I arrive with the job, I arrive with the job, and that tells our deployment centre everything about my status. The bikes are also now come through GPS. It's an AVL, which is automatic vehicle location. It's like a satellite tracking system.
Right.
Which gives the deployment the ability to send that right vehicle to that particular breakdown to make sure that it can deal with it. Hence, this is why we're managing to keep up such a rapid response time now, and you know, dealing with a breakdown just with that one resource.
Absolutely, and being on a bike, you can whiz through all the traffic, get there so much quicker.
That's right. The bikes, you know, that is the biggest part of a bike. We can do much, you know, we can do a lot more jobs in the vehicles, purely and simply because we've got that flexibility of being able to weave and filter through the traffic and get there. And you know, I mean, now our members, they think it's brilliant. You know, you're arriving there and they're thanking us for getting there so quickly, which is superb. You know, it's all part of it. Yeah,
making
brilliant.
You an extra very, very, very
That's
nice
right,
one.
yes.
You're going to hit me if I say that once more, aren't you?
We get used to it.
I bet you do. Well, listen, Bob, thank you very much indeed for showing us around this. I'll let you go because I know you're very busy indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot.
Okay,
Cheers.
thank you.
And coming up on Two Wheels next week, Claire meets some more working bikers. And Jeff takes a ride on Honda's latest middleweight tourer, the 650cc Deauville.